Greetings and welcome to another edition of Reclaiming Destiny TV. I have a very special episode for you today. If you saw the title, then you sort of kind of know what it's about. Before I get started, a few house cleaning items. I will be starting to update this channel more frequently. I have a lot of good things, big things planned for this channel. One of them is I will be giving away my first online course in a few weeks to the first 25 people, so stay tuned to the community tab for that. Let me start by saying you've probably noticed since the election night, there's been a lot of people, psychics, mediums, astrologers, channelers, spiritualists, dreamers that have been putting certain messages about the election on their channels and their platforms. And what they predicted, or what the information they say they received, didn't happen or hasn't happened the way they laid it out. And I just want to say that they were absolutely 100% correct in what they stated, even though it has not taken place. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I was instructed by the Lord to come and speak on the information that they've been channeling and seeing and putting on their platforms. Let me take it to the beginning. After the 2020 election, God started showing me and revealing a lot of things that I now know in retrospect. He was preparing me for the time that we are in now. I'm going to start out by saying that Joe Biden was supposed to win this November election. Joe Biden was supposed to be a two-term president. But there was some interference there, which is another conversation for another day. In the dreams and messages that God was giving me for the past several years, it was showing what we are now living, okay, where a certain person is currently in the White House, but there is more to this story. For those of you, some of you listening may have already gotten this information on your own. The Lord, the Holy Spirit may have been dealing with you, showing you this as well, and could take this as confirmation first before I say this. Everything in this video is allegedly for entertainment purposes only, because this is YouTube, so I have to give that disclaimer. This is allegedly and for entertainment purposes, entertainment and educational purposes only. But what the Lord revealed to me about the election was that it was stolen, okay? Kamala Harris was and is the rightful winner. She did win. Now, what the Lord revealed to me was she did not beat in as large of a margin as Joe Biden was going to had we followed that original timeline of Joe Biden winning. But it still would have been enough votes for her to secure the victory. The election was hacked. There was a lot of interference, okay, from a lot of different people. But the Lord specifically told me to reveal that there was a lot of Russian actors and a lot of Russian interference. This was done for many reasons, but the main reason it was done was to divide our country more politically so that we would be vulnerable for future attacks. I will leave that message there because the Lord told me to just reveal that part. I will reiterate again that the Lord revealed to me that Kamala Harris was and is the rightful winner. For all the people who predicted it, even the people who are not psychic, but they predict elections and they have a very good track record, they even predicted that she would win. They were not wrong. To all the psychics, all the astrologers that got the same information that they were told or they saw that she was the winner, she was. The Lord will be revealing this information in waves. The first wave he's already done by bringing it to his people. Like I said before, many of you that are drawn to this message most likely are drawn to this message because you yourself have seen this information, was told this information, dreamt this information. The Lord has given you this information. This is your confirmation. The Lord also wanted me to tell you, do not fear, for he is in 100% control of everything that is happening. What is happening now was supposed to happen. It's happening the way it was meant to happen. This is not over. And I said on my podcast when I spoke about this right after the election, and I kept telling my listeners in the podcast that this isn't over, because I knew then what I'm sharing now. It's just that the Lord has given me the permission to go ahead and share it now on this particular channel. Do not fear. Now is the time for radical faith. Now is the time to trust the Lord more than you ever have. And even if you've never had a relationship with him before, even if you've never prayed, even if you've never spoken to him, it's okay. Now is the time to start if you are feeling afraid. But he has everything under control. It will be okay. This is a test. This is a test for many different people in many different areas. It's a test of faith. It's a test of patience. It's a test of endurance. It's a test of perseverance. It's a test of integrity, and so much more. Okay, but everything will be okay. And just sit back and watch and wait. And the Lord, I will repeat again, the Lord said he will release this information in waves. More information will be coming out. There's more to this. And if the Lord gives me the permission to share more, I will. I will return and I will share more of this revelation that he has given to me to share. In the meantime, just know again that we are protected and we will be okay. Fear is very normal, especially in times like this. But feel the fear and keep going anyway, knowing that we are protected and we will be okay. And there is nothing that God cannot control or prevent or stop. Okay? He would never have allowed this to happen if he did not have a way to get us out of this safely. And for those of you who know, you know. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you hear, if you feel called to, please like, please share, please subscribe. And I will return with more messages. Till then, if no one has told you this today, know that I love you. Take care and be blessed.